Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the new Egard Icon V1. Most of you guys know of Egard. You've probably seen their ads on YouTube, or I've reviewed a couple of their watches in the past. But they're definitely a pretty unique brand. They produce some pretty cool watches based in California. As you can see inside the box, I already took the watch out. It comes with an extra nice rubber strap because this does not feature standard end links there. And you get a nice little pamphlet there. As you can see, actually, that's the Icon V1 right there. The one we will be reviewing is on the left, is the solid steel version. There's a rose gold version as well. Retails at $435, but there's always like a 15% discount code on their website if you sign up for the newsletter. So I would definitely do that if you're interested in purchasing one of these watches. Let's get right into the watch. And here she is right in front of you. Definitely not your normal watch, I'd say. Definitely a very unique design. A design that's unique to Egard. Obviously, they created this design. It's housed in a solid stainless steel 42mm oblong case with kind of like an eggshell. It has a curved custom sapphire crystal, which is pretty cool. So it's an actually curved sapphire crystal, which is really cool. I've never seen a brand do that before. Prior to checking out Egard's watches, some other dimensions are looking at 13.4mm thick. We're looking at a lug-to-lug width of 50mm, so it really doesn't wear that big. Obviously wears bigger than something like a 40mm dive watch, but it doesn't wear that big for what it is. Getting a little closer into the dial, as you can see, we have a nice little moon phase going on. We have a skeletonized, or a cutout, of the actual balance wheel going off there in that gilt color. Then we have your running seconds, kind of cuts into that, which is pretty cool. Over here, then we have some nice black dots, a black dial. You can see the hour markers when you put it into the light there, but if you're just looking at it, it's kind of hard to see the hour markers, but they are there. This watch does have a pull and push crown. We do get 100 meters of water resistance, which is pretty good for a watch like this. I would consider this more a casual slash dressy watch in my opinion. We get a 22mm lug width. However, you will not be able to just throw any strap on this watch, and we'll get more into that towards the end of the video. Anyway, inside of this watch, it houses the 8S27. This is produced by Miyota, Japanese-made automatic caliber. Features 42 hours of power reserve. It also features 21 joules. It beats at 3 Hz. There's no hacking. We do get hand winding via the crown here to give the watch some juice to get it going. And this movement, stated from Miyota, is about -20 or +40 seconds a day, which is actually pretty typical for most Miyota movements. Now, getting a look at the finishing of the case and such, we have that Egard logo signed on the crown there. We have a nicely highly polished sides of the bracelet. We have an all brushed top, all brushed smooth bezel, and brushed top bracelet. I'll get a look at that in a second. But the polishing on the side is pretty good and sharp. There are no sharp edges on the bottoms or anything like that, so that's always good to see. And the bracelet itself is kind of an Audemars Piguet style bracelet, I would say. It's integrated, but the rubber strap it comes with is also integrated, so you can pop this out right through here. Just like changing links on a bracelet, and this will come right off. You can throw the rubber strap on there, which is pretty cool. It features a 2-button deployment butterfly clasp. As you can see, that opens up right there. You get 2 pushers. It's pretty solid. I mean, this whole bracelet is really solid. It's definitely not going to fumble on you there. As you can see, it is signed with Egard there as well. Now, the case back itself is actually pretty cool. They usually do some pretty cool stuff on their case backs, and this one is no exception. As you can see here, there's like an eye drawing on there, which is actually colored in, as you can see. Very detailed. I think they did a pretty good job on that. The case back is screwed down. It does state some specifications there as well. Sapphire crystal, the name of the movement, 100 meters. Water resistant, etc. But yeah, it's pretty good in terms of everything, all around, the finishing, the weight and feel of the watch. I wouldn't call it the most flexible bracelet. It's kind of like a curved bracelet. It's not one that'll have articulating links or anything like that. But anyway, getting back to this movement here, so we can self-wind the movement via the crown over here, which is relatively smooth and easy to grasp on this crown here. This crown definitely is reminiscent of something like an AP crown, but it's very easy to get a grip on there. And then we basically pull out one position and we can change the time here. So that's about it. As you can see, the sun and the moon will go around as the hours go around, which is pretty nice to look at there. The hands themselves are semi-skeletonized, featuring a little lume on the tip so you can read the hours at night. But I really do like the sun and the moon. I'll get even a little closer. You can see it is quite detailed there, the sun and the moon. I think that looks pretty cool. And yeah, definitely legible. Definitely can read the time, so they didn't overdo it and put too much stuff on the dial. I think it's just enough. But other than that, let me show you the rubber strap. So this watch does come with an extra rubber strap, which is actually pretty nice. It comes with a custom Egard buckle, which is polished on the tops, and the center portion is brushed with the Egard logo. It's not a bad quality strap. It's not genuine rubber. It's silicone, I believe. And you get the nice Egard logo, the swords on the back, which is pretty cool, I think. But definitely, if you want to take some weight off the watch, I would definitely recommend throwing it on this. I think this strap is very comfortable. As you can see, it's really quite flexible straight out of the box there, and you shouldn't have an issue with it. Definitely good for, you know, keeping a different look as well. Well, actually, this watch is 100 meters water resistant, so if you want some lightweight, you know, some lighter weight to go in the water, I would definitely throw it on this, because you can definitely go swimming with that. It's 100 meters. I'm twisting my words up. Anyway, yeah, just a nice little addition to the package. Here's how the watch would look if you had a 6.75 inch wrist like me. And as you can see, it definitely fits pretty long across, but it curves down with the bracelet. So, you know, an accurate lug to lug would probably stop at those little screws at the top, in my opinion, considering it's an integrated bracelet. But it definitely conforms nicely to the wrist. It's not overly heavy. I really like that kind of oval shape to it, or that egg shape, I should say, that sapphire crystal and that moon phase. And the bracelet itself is actually really comfortable. There's not really any issues with hair pulling or anything like that, so I don't think you should have any issues with that. But yeah, definitely a watch that you will not see out in the wild. You're going to have something different on your wrist, and that's always a good thing. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Egard Icon V1. Definitely a really unique watch. The quality and the build is very good, in my opinion. For the price tag of $435. Like I said, there is a newsletter on their website. When I was looking at it, you can get like 15% off. But other than that, you know, it's a unique watch. It has a curved sapphire crystal, which obviously isn't cheap to cut. You're getting that nice sun and moon over here at the 9 o'clock position. And overall, it's just a very different watch. You know, many people like to stick with their standard 40mm dive watches or, you know, 38mm dress watches. Well, this takes that out of the norm and, you know, introduces a whole different level of watches. I would call these more modern watches with different designs and, you know, cool features and such. So let me know what you guys think of this watch down in the comment section below. I think it's well made for the money. You know, the finishing is there, the case cut is there. Overall, the packaging is very good as well. We get a cool design on the case back as well, that nice eye, which is really pretty cool. I've never seen other brands really do stuff like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it for today. Let me know what you guys think. You can definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think of this watch down in the comment section below. You can find me at www.watchaddictchannel.com or at watchaddictchannel on Instagram. This is the Egard Icon V1 Steel from Egard Watches. I will see you guys real soon. Bye.